Howdy, my name is Ryan Oliver, and my idea for this project comes in the form of a mobile application that I have called Trekker. Our source of innovation is the process need, because I've seen in the tourism industry that if you want to travel and you want to book a tour, you need to book it far in advance. It's going to be crowded, you're going to have to listen to the tour guide, he's going to be talking over other people, and it's just very frustrating. So what I wanted to do is build a mobile application that follows you around, kind of like Google Maps. You can walk to certain locations. So let's say you can walk to the Crockett Motel in San Antonio. You can hear a descendant of Crockett tell you a story about the hotel, or you can hear a historian or some other credible source that we find tell you a story. And that gets rid of the need for walking around a predetermined route, and allows the user to listen when he wants, what he wants to listen to, and how he wants to listen to it. Trekker's legal organization will be a limited partnership between myself and my girlfriend or wife in the future, who will be the limited partners, who will be the general partners and any limited partners that we could find, because we're going to find funding from a wide variety of places. And three regulations that will pertain to our company. Well, first of all, we're going to be collecting information from the users, email addresses, passwords. So we have a privacy policy that will tell them that we will be the only ones collecting that information. We're not going to rent it or lease it out to anyone else. Same with the people that we gather stories from. We're going to do the exact same thing, say that your stories will be only kept by us. We're not going to sell them or lease them or anything of that nature. And also in our terms and conditions, we will excuse ourselves of any liability that the user, from any injury that the user incurs when they are using our application, because it is a mobile application where you have to have headphones in, and you will be walking around downtown city, so they have to obey the city and state laws when it comes to headphones and walking on a street, because we are not liable for that. There are of course risks with Trekker. The first is something that will happen a lot, but it's not a big deal, which is that the app will malfunction. Our Vice President of Technology Management will have mitigation plans in place, and he will be able to predict those malfunctions and hopefully take care of them very fast. The second risk is something that I've talked about before, which is that the user can get injured while using our application. In our terms and conditions, we have that we are not liable for any sort of injury that the user incurs upon themselves, and we will have our lawyers fight any court case that comes to us with that regard. Our application is available either free or for $1.99. Free has no advertisements, $1.99 does have advertisements. So our third risk is that people who pay for the app can get very upset and would like a refund, which is something that will hopefully not happen a lot, and something that's hopefully not a big deal, because we will listen to the complaints and field them and do everything in our power to make the customer happy. Trekker will be a very organically structured organization. I want everyone to feel as if they're working with me and not for me, as I will be the president and CEO of Trekker. We will have the Vice President of Marketing, the Vice President of Technology Management, and the Vice President of Story Collection. And then under the Vice President of Story Collection, we will have a team of story finders, and they will be the people who will go out and talk to the public and find those credible stories that can be uploaded into Trekker. Research has shown that millennials have more leisure time than prior generations. They're moving more into urban settings, and they're using more alternative modes of transportation, such as walking. So they will be our target market, and we will market to them through Instagram advertisements, Facebook advertisements, YouTube videos, heavy Twitter presence. We will be targeting pretty much every social media platform to get those millennials to be aware of our product. One of the largest sums of funding that I hope to get for Trekker will come in the form of a limited partner through the San Antonio Convention and Visitors Bureau, or Visit San Antonio. I think that Trekker is a great idea for the city, and I think it can increase tourism, and I think Visit San Antonio will be very prudent to come on as a limited partner for us. There are two ways that Trekker can receive money. The first is simply through advertisements on our free version of the application. Another way that we can receive money is through the $1.99 version of the application, and users purchasing that. Hopefully we can get thousands of purchases per month, and hopefully in the future we can add in-app purchases that will improve the user experience, but that they're not necessary. But as of right now, we have no in-app purchases. Trekker of course has expenses. The first is just the general upkeep of the application. We need to make sure that the application is running, that the servers are cooled down, and that everything is running at tip-top shape. The second is rent. We need money to stay in our office building. We have an office in Broadway Street downtown, which is a couple $1,000s per month. And the last is just through marketing. Right now we're having a very cost-efficient marketing tactic. We're just posting videos on social media platforms, but maybe in the future we could team up and collaborate with a marketing firm in San Antonio.